A blind man and his wife were arrested in Kinangop by angry villagers for peddling bang. Walikuwa wanauza bangi. What is that? In his defense, the blind man told police officers, "Afade, mimi sijawahi ona bangi maisha yangu yote." An elderly woman from Nigeria is making headlines after she finally got married at old age. I'm talking over 60 years. The reason being, she was waiting for a Catholic man. As in, yes, she made a vow that she would only marry a Catholic man. So I said to find out what could be so special about a Catholic man that would make a woman wait for one to her 60s. Then it hit me that this lady was probably looking for a man out of this world, and a Catholic man is a man from Mars. Now, now this is a classic video showing vile mambo ukuwa different on ground. Literally, for real. Literally. Na mmesema hiyo kitu vitu kwa different on ground. To support this claim, ndio huyu a lion day akidis mambo ya kutoa machozi.
I don't believe that I can be elected and then go and cry with people in Iten or in Tot. That is backwardness.
Yes, I agree with the Honorable Senator. Crying is a form of backwardness. That said, tufululize moja kwa moja tukutane na Bunny Wailer tuone mambo iko vipi on the ground. Now there are so many situations that this clip can describe. Mayenda kwa kibanda kununua avocado, alafu uende kufinya avocado na mama mboga anajua zimeiva excess. That same clip can explain a situation that I believe you can relate to. Mjaribu kutoa kofia ya dem na unajua nywele yake imeanzia hapa. I do not mean to distract. I don't mean to distract, but how comes no one is talking about the house? Ama hamkuona hizo viti? The Ugandan parliament. Yani sisi tunangangana hapa kuspend 300,000 kubai kiti moja kwa parliament. Ugandan MPs wanakutana ndani ya forward travelers. Very simple. Yes, and it works. And it works. In fact, this image can pass for a parliament in Uganda. Hizo viti ziko sawa. If you look carefully, you'll see a speaker, and definitely there's an ongoing motion. A bunch of traders were arrested with 800 kilograms of zebra meat at the Bama market this past Friday. Get this, most of the butcheries in Nairobi get their meat supply from this market. So this could mean that millions of Nairobians you see walking around may have some zebra in them. Now, so many things make sense after getting this story. This explains why Nairobi watu vukia barabara kila mahali. Mpaka chini ya flyover. And the big question has always been, why would people risk their lives like that? Kumbe it's not them. It's the zebra crossing. Now, the story is... Yes, for real. Thank you. Now, before I introduce the main subject of our show tonight, I'd like to share with you a personal story. Watu tulikuwa na wao Nguvio Boys wanajua hii story ni ya ukweli. Unaona vile wase wanaendanga shule time ya holiday, mnataka kuanza kucall mapero anze kuwatumia do ya transport ama kutopa pocket money. So we had a phone, na unajua vile phone ilikuwa ni aje mtu anakupea phone, you beep your parents. So one of our students, one of my classmates, tulikuwa the same class, kama tulikuwa form 2, ilikuwa the same form 2, alikuwa anaitwa Mokundi. So Mokundi comes in confidence and says, akaambia mwenye alikuwa anapeana phone, ni aje, my dad ni Leon, ukinipea tu simu nimwambie ni mimi, ana call back immediately. So Mokundi akapewa simu, and that time it was very expensive kupea mtu simu yako hata aseme kitu. So when Mokundi was given the phone, akasema, vava, ne Mokundi, vorida, akakata. That translates to, dad, it's Mokundi, call me. Baba yake akatuma, please call me. For real. according to science, in 70 million years, every human being alive right now will have turned into petroleum. I'm just playing a scenario in my head, in my mind, 70 million years from now. Jamaa anaingia petrol station. Si nimesema uniwekee 300? Boss, nimekuwekea mafuta ya 300. Na mbona geja haijasonga? Si nimeshaweka mafuta ama hiyo nimeweka ni nyanya yako? And when you stop to think about it, unaona yenyewe anaweza kuwa amekuwekea nyanya yako.
Mawe ya King Suleiman alikuwa mawe mmoja na aligonga Goliath mara moja taro.
We all know that the Bible says that Goliath was killed by David. So from that clip by Father John Pesa, we have not established kama ni John anaongea ama ni Pesa. But sana sana ni Pesa, because hapa Kenya, mahali kuna pesa, when it comes to a murder case, you can never know who killed who. Uniform ya jela Uganda, huku Kenya ni uniform ya wasanii wa gospel. Alafu sasa in return, jela za huku Kenya wase wa udunga jazi za maniu. For symbolism. You know, kufungwa. See, Moi Day and Kenyatta Day were merged into Mashujaa Day to reduce the burden on the taxpayer. And this is an ongoing debate, cutting costs and raising taxes, or cutting costs or raising taxes so Kenya can move forward. Now, the main subject of our show tonight is rather historical. And not just historical, hii is a matibiti ya kupost picha kama hii ya Governor Mike Sonko, alafu nasema comments fupi. You see, I'm sure most of you didn't even notice that that's not our governor. And that's because it's an old photo of a guy who evidently also loves the media and everything that can record. In reality, this is the actual throwback picture of Governor Sonko. And when I say our show is rather historical, I mean turning back the hands of time to near the time when Kenyans were being taught how to drive using desks. Yes, these are driving school. And that's a picture from the 1940s. But the desks they were using are what later came to be known as forward travelers.